Hey you guys, it's Crystal Sherelle from Indie Artist School. Welcome to the Singer's Arsenal. Now, I was looking at the comments and there were a few requests for some topics for today's episode, and it ended up being to cover vocal run breakdowns for Brent Faiyaz and Frank Ocean. So I'm gonna lump them together. I feel like they are that vibey contemporary R&B artist. Both of them, I would say Frank Ocean is a little bit more alternative, to be honest. They both are. Love their music. And so what we're gonna do is listen to a few of their runs that they have in their songs, and I'm gonna show you how to sing those runs yourself, especially if you're into their music. And I will say this, because of the type of voices they have and where they feel comfortable singing, this works for both female singers and guys out there. So that being said, of course, your vocal range does matter. So if these notes are hard to reach for you, especially if you're a baritone or a bass, or if you are a woman and you want to sing an octave higher, then this might be hard. But without further ado, I hate that saying. I don't know why I'm saying it, but anyway, here we go. Let's get into it. So Brent Faiyaz just dropped a new song called Show You Off. I can't play the whole thing because of copyright and all that stuff, but he dropped it a month ago, really close to when Giveon dropped his project, which if you're a fan of Giveon, I know this isn't a Giveon episode, but if you're a fan like me, you already knew that his project actually had old songs on it. But anyway, Brent Faiyaz just dropped this called Show You Off, and it's not that new to those of you who are fans, but you may or may not have heard it. So instead of me playing the whole song, I'm gonna just start really close to the runs that he's singing and break them down for you, okay? All right, let's get into it.
He said it wasn't love, but wasn't on his job.
So the first one is la, la. So he does a lot of these 3-note runs. I will also say The Weeknd does this a lot as well. If you listen to The Weeknd, it's just really quick 3-note runs. You're gonna find those up and through Brent Faiyaz's music. He doesn't, I don't want to say he never does complex runs, but a lot of his runs are fast and short, okay? So this is a 3-note run. If you're wanting to know how you can move faster and improve your agility, what you want to do is raise the back of your tongue. You can do this by pressing the tip of your tongue towards the back of your lower teeth. And it just helps you move a little bit faster. And that helps you move between short distances quickly. This also really helps you, no matter how complex the run is, just to make the notes a little bit lighter and easier to do. So that's the foundation of those quick, short, fast runs. And so just in case you're wanting to know what it is that makes his voice sound unique, or what it is that he does with his signature runs. Signature runs is a funny concept because I'll be honest, I've been doing this a long time, and ain't nothing signature no more, okay? Like, everybody does it. It's just runs, okay? But there are artists who lean towards certain runs over and over again, and then it becomes, associated with that artist. So these short runs like this, I would say right now, Brent Faiyaz is using it, The Weeknd's using these. Just short, fast runs. All right, let's keep listening. See, he did it again. It's that 3-note run again. So if you listening to Brent Faiyaz or you're covering Brent Faiyaz, you got to master those 3-note quick runs, okay? So he hit that first note twice. Just practice. All right, and you want to get good pitch accuracy. Don't spend a lot of time on the second note in these 3-note runs, because if you hang on to that second note, you're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck. And if you don't want to be stuck, let it go, okay? Let it go by raising the tongue and breathing through it. Don't stop your breath, okay? You got it? You got it. All right, so you see how he does that? That's 2 in a row already. All right, they're not back to back, but I'm just saying, he loves those. All right, let's listen some more.
I don't want to keep you down.
Okay, so there's a lot in that one. I don't want to keep you down. da. There's another 3-note run. I'm telling y'all, once you listen to an artist enough, you're like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. All right, I don't want to keep you down. So that's the 3. Let's listen to that second half he did.
Keep you down. Oh.
So that second half, oh. Actually, he only did 3. Oh. So it's another 3-note. So the first 3, again, and then he goes back up. So he loves those 3 notes, and it just goes to show that you don't have to be running up and down the entire scale to have interesting, fun runs. It's really the agility and pitch accuracy that adds interest here. I don't want to keep you down. Oh, I don't want to keep you down. Oh, so is how you speed that up. Let's put it all together. I don't want to keep you down. No. Try it with me. I don't want to keep you down. No. All right, have fun with it. That's the Brent Faiyaz, okay? The Brent Faiyaz are those 3 notes. Like I said, this was requested, and I love me some Brent Faiyaz too. You know that song, I got money all around me. That's my favorite song by him, okay? Because I like the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel good, okay? But yeah, Brent Faiyaz is definitely an artist who uses runs, but like I said, he loves those short and quick ones, those 3-note runs, okay? So if you listen to a lot of Brent Faiyaz, you can definitely try that. Now, there's a part in this song where he is using more than 3 notes. Actually, it was actually kind of early on in the song, so let me go back and find it. Let's check it out. Okay, show love. So that is more than 3 notes. Love. That's 4 notes. Love. So if you want to speed that up, la is the first 3, and you speed those up. La, right? Spend a little time on that second one, just a little bit of time. More time on the first and third. La, all right? La, all right. Now we're gonna add the 4th note. Love. There's a big interval gap there. So make sure you hit those notes accurately before you try to put it all together. Let's try it. Love. All right, you got it? Let's do it again. Love. All right, now that you got that, we're gonna speed it up. Love. Try it. Love. All right, then you got it. So that's the Brent Faiyaz extended, okay? Because you know he got those 3. He still had the 3 in this one, but he added an extra note in there with an interval gap to make it even more interesting, okay? So if you're into Brent Faiyaz, hey, have fun with it. Just make sure you work on your speed and agility for those 3-note runs, okay? Okay, so now let's get into Frank Ocean. What is it that he does with his voice when he sings runs? What is his go-to? So I'll say this. I noticed through the years of listening to him that he does change his voice for different projects a little bit, and he experiments a lot. But there are some runs that I really like by him, and you guys requested Frank Ocean and Brent Faiyaz. So hey, let's get into the Frank Ocean. I ended up choosing Pyramids. I don't know why. I just feel like he does a lot with his voice in the song because the song has so much dynamics in it. So of course I can't play the whole song due to copyright and all that. I'm only gonna find the parts with the runs and break them down so you can sing vocal runs like Frank Ocean, okay? All right, let's get into it. Let's see what he's got. So he had his first run as a transition. So let's talk about what he ended up doing there. There are some skips in his run. It's quite different from Brent Faiyaz. So he went so far that's a pentatonic so he started with a pentatonic descending scale. So let's break that down. That's the beginning, and then he went up. All right, so let's try. I'm wearing orange nails, channel orange. Hey, you see what I did there? No, just kidding. This was not planned, okay? But anyway, let's try that. All right, so try that with me. Now that's the trick here, is speeding up on the first Ah, that's a 5 note run. It's not that simple. That's one of the things about Frank Ocean is he has that, boy next door kind of energy voice. It's like, oh yeah, anybody can sing that, but he's actually very musically inclined. And this run is actually a little bit more complex than it sounds. It's 5 notes going down. Ah, try that for me. Ah, all right. And then we're going to speed it up. Ah, let's do those first 4. Ah, all right. We're going to add another note. Ah, all right. And then we're just going to go back up. Ah, ooh. All right. Try that. Ah, ooh. And it gets easier the more times you do it, okay? And here's the deal. Do it in pieces. Don't try to do too much, okay? You could do the first part. Ah, all right. And then add one more. Ah, all right. And then one more. Ah, ooh. All right. That's the slow way to do it. But you keep working, keep building until you can go ah, ooh, and then it becomes a whole lot easier. All right, let's see what else he's doing. Voices fill up the house. So, voices. So this one is a little bit more close and tight. They're very close. So what you want to do is make sure that you don't overshoot some of the notes and try to get it to the best of your ability. Let's slow it down. Voices. Try that. Voices. Now we're going to come back down. Voices. All right. That's that last half. 3 notes. Uh-oh, hold up. A 3 note. Ooh, okay. Where did we learn that earlier, right? So we just learned that Brent Faiyaz does that too. So, we found some overlap, Just in case you're wondering, why do I like both of these artists? Maybe because sometimes they do a little something similar on occasion. Now, they're totally different artists, but I'm just saying it's in there. See what I'm saying? Okay, so try to put it all together. Slow it down. Voices. Once you can get that clean, then you can speed it up. Voices. All right. Do that as many times as you can, and we're going to keep it going. Let's do a third run from Frank. We've done a lot from him already. We've done 2. We did 3 for Brent Faiyaz. I think it's only fair we do 3 for Frank Ocean too. All right, let's see what he's got. I think that's a good one because he does it a lot of times in the song. So he does the same 3-note run down twice. So let's break that down a little bit. That's the first half. The second half is I. So get that again. We're going to do both of those together. So it just bounces back and forth between both of those two. And that's the thing. It's not always about singing a full scale up and down for it to be a good run. Sometimes it's just about playing around in the music, okay? And I think that's something that both Brent Faiyaz and Frank Ocean understand well. So if you ever want to learn how to sing their runs, these are the kinds of things you need to consider, okay? All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You requested Frank Ocean and Brent Faiyaz. There we go. Okay. If there's other artists that you like, let me know. And we will break down their runs and understand a little bit more of their go-to and what you need to do to be able to sing their songs well. Also, if you want to learn how to improve your R&B voice in general, go ahead and check out my online course called the R&B Singer's Arsenal. I teach you everything you need to know to be a better R&B singer, whether that's improving your vocal range, improving your breath support, learning how to sing runs and improve your agility over time, as well as fixing your vocal problems. Like if you have vocal cracks or you're straining or you're having a hard time getting your placement and tone correct, so you don't like the way you sound right now and you want to get better. Maybe you just want to overcome your nerves and improve your confidence. Well, if that's you, you should check out the R&B Singer's Arsenal. I'm going to leave a link below in the description. So yes, keep on supporting you guys. Thank you guys who are listening to the podcast on Anchor. If you want to support, go to anchor.fm/thesingersarsenal/support if you want to support the podcast and help me keep this going. All right, you guys, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy singing.